Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
Now, we want to talk to you guys about something today, okay? It's about this.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, if you don't mind, if we could have a moment of your time, please. We want to talk about the industry, not just the industry, but the billion-dollar industry that we work in.
Ooh, excited.
And it's always been kind of humorous to me, like the whole billion-dollar industry. And it's the billion-dollar industry has become a buzzword. Do you know what this is?
No.
Do I need to add this to the?
No. This is already. It was 5 videos before. Buzz.
The buzzword, right? So
it's like vibrating, right?
Oh God!
No.
Crikey.
Why? No buzzing.
Buzz. It's like a popular word at the moment. It's like a sales tactic.
But it's not vibrating. It's like brrr.
It can vibrate if you put it in the right setting.
Okay.
Anyway, we're trying to have a serious video about the $3 billion marriage agency business in Ukraine.
You don't have, like, if I ask a question, you need to quickly respond to that, and that's it. Not making like me look like I look.
I'm not the one doing that.
Go ahead.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. So we kind of laugh about the billion dollar industry because you may have heard about it before, like the marriage agency or the dating industry is what I'll call it. The dating industry in Ukraine is a let me just check the latest report, is a $4 billion industry. Now I remember when I first started my channel, I made a video talking about how the dating industry in Ukraine is a $1 billion industry, because I heard somebody say that it turns over $1 billion a year. This was in 2018, I think I started my channel. They make $1 billion a year, and ever since then, it's gone up and up every year of how many billions of dollars these.
It's better to invest in that than Bitcoin.
Yeah, you know about Bitcoin? Just buy some shares in one of these marriage agencies, and so it became
What's
this.
a joke?
Oh, that's a joke. This is not financial advice. We're not giving you any fun. We don't want to
Why do
get done by the SEC. Okay, do your own research. Blah blah blah. But there's this I guess the stigma around how much money the marriage agencies or the matchmakers make in this industry in Ukraine. So we just want to talk about it because it's kind of funny for us. And it's kind of ridiculous at the same time as well, right? But I do know that there are a lot of bloggers, there are a lot of other marriage agency owners that talk about this $1 billion industry. Okay, so we're going to break it down for you, right? We don't think that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry at all, right? So, I'll put some links down below so you can check these links out for yourself. It's just about Anastasia Date, which is a very popular letter writing site, and also how much money that they were making, right? So these are links down below. This is public information that you can go and check out for yourself, right, in Forbes magazine. So I think it was 2013, but check it out for yourself. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I think it was about $130 million in 2012 or 2013 that they made for people communicating with women in Ukraine. Now, 2013 is a long time ago, way before the Maidan Revolution and before a lot of these sort of dating apps. So, is it a $1 billion industry? Back then, no. One company was making $130 million. That doesn't make it a $1 billion industry, because that's obviously a company that's making probably 3 or 4 times more than the next nearest competitor, which, if you know about the industry, you can probably guess what this is. So it wasn't a $1 billion industry back then. It's a little bit difficult to find some information out now. So when we talk about the dating industry in Ukraine, you have to separate it from something like the two different parts of it, right? We talk about the scam part of it. We talk about the matchmaking part of it, right? And you can't put them all together. That's like putting online gambling in the same category as financial services, as the banking sector, right? But it's not. Online gambling is completely different from investing in stocks and bonds or commodities or something like that. When we started Heart Rocket, we said, look, we're going to draw a line in the sand, and we're going to go, we are not part of this industry, right? And this industry was about selling contacts. It was about, buying or selling contact information, writing letters, video chat, all of this kind of stuff that was there. It was about something that was completely different. It was about real meetings. It was matchmaking. It was spending time getting to know our clients, getting real dates set up, meeting the ladies, giving feedback, support, and all that stuff all the way through it. I can tell you right now that this is not a $1 billion industry, and you'd be hard pressed to push it into a $1 million industry. I know that if you take away the letter, there are some companies that do socials, that do letter writing. If you were to separate the letter writing, because that's kind of like the gambling part of the financial sector, and go into just the socials and the dating, and there's a couple of big companies out there, I think that between those two biggest companies, I think they'd be hard pressed to push $2 million. That's what I think. I know that one of them would be hard pressed to push $1 million, maybe $1 million in total net, gross revenue, and the other one would probably be about the same. So that's $2 million. Now the difference.
Why are we counting that? I don't. Really...
No, because I want to differentiate between $1 billion and $1 million, right? I want to make you understand the difference between $1 million industry, which is what it is. It's definitely $1 million industry, but definitely not $1 billion industry, and definitely not a $2 or $3 or $4.5 billion industry, right? So you can try and understand this, right? So 1 million seconds is 12 days, right? 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds is 31 years. So just think about the difference between a million years. $1 million dollars and $1 billion. Okay, it's a huge difference. And all these vloggers, and they're all coming out going, it's $1 billion, it's $2 billion, it's actually $3 billion. It's like they try and add like an extra $500 million onto it. And think of what a $500 million is. From what I've just told you, it completely changes the entire industry itself. But like I said before, the industry is not, the $1 billion industry is letter writing. It's chatting online. It's all this.
Cams.
Cam
girls.
Yeah, cam girls as well. So now what else goes into that category? The whole camming industry, the whole OnlyFans also goes into, which is this fake. What do you call it? It's like having an interaction with a woman online that you're paying for. That's all chatting was, because 99% of guys who were chatting online never go over to meet the lady anyway. So that's how the industry has evolved into being so scammy and making so much money. And they do make a lot of money. And even though we would like to think that because there's all these other services out there, that this online chatting and paying for chat would die, it's not. If anything, it's like all this other stuff like OnlyFans, these cam girls, they're a segue into trying to find something that's real. So they find this, they know this OnlyFans is fake, this camming is fake, but then they go and end up like writing letters, which they think is more legit than this. It isn't getting any better. Like, we would like to think that it's kind of dying off because of,
people get to know more.
Plus there's all this new technology.
But it's more. And the only thing that is different in the winter and summer, that in winter is more people doing the letter writing because they're lonely, and in summer it's less.
Yeah, but these companies are making an incredible amount of money. Like, it's depressing to see how much money they're making. Like, it's depressing on all levels. Like, the guy's losing all this money and that they're doing something scammy, and it's like, you can do something like that and make millions and millions of dollars. And it's just like the whole industry, that side of the industry, which is not matchmaking, is making a lot of money. I don't think it's making billions and billions of dollars, but they're not going anywhere. Like, even when I first started like my channel, I would talk about, there's things like Tinder, there's other ways to meet women, there's all these other things. These other technologies have algorithms that make it quite difficult for most guys, right? Even though you think Tinder is just swiping, there is a sophisticated algorithm that goes into it. They have an attraction score, which they've renamed it something else. But it does make it very difficult to meet women that you would be attracted to, right? So what do guys do? They go to these letter writing sites where every woman finds them attractive straight away, and it becomes addictive. Mm-hmm. Actually, we had a call yesterday with probably a future client. I think he's going to sign up. And I was saying to him that the letter writing, it's addictive. It's like online gambling. You get like online gambling, or gambling in general, when you go to...
Does it make you feel good? It's even better than gambling.
And these casinos, like, they have rigged it so well that the flashing lights go off, and the air is perfect temperature, and there's this...
Somebody sound from experience.
Oh yeah. Oh, the gambling.
A casino, flashing lights. Go ahead.
But there's nothing more incredible being in Las Vegas and you hear the flashing lights and you think I've won, and then you've won like 40 cents. But it keeps you going. It's like that's the whole psychological side of it with gambling. It's the same with these sites as well. Is that you've got a message. She's messaged you back straight away. She sent you a photo.
And lots of guys say, "Oh, I got so many messages in my folder," and we say.
It becomes addictive, and that's the whole problem with it. Anything that's addictive online, they're going to make money with it, no matter what it is. Especially if it makes you feel like you've won or you've got something.
I want to add something that since I started and I was working, and there was so many guys. Like that's why I kind of like didn't really trust you at the beginning, even though I didn't tell you. Like
who, me?
Yes.
I hang on, you did tell me that.
Many times, but afterwards. But because just in general, my like working in this industry unfortunately made me tougher and like not let people trust. Like
an old shoe in the desert, like tough.
Old shoe in the desert. This is how you describe me to the gentlemen, right? Okay, guys, if you have any better comparison, please put them in the comments.
If you have any other shoes you want to compare Luba to, put them in the comments.
But anyway, I wanted to say that since even like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, there was always a client for whom I was translating, and he was looking around and thinking, wow, this company making so much money. I want to open an agency. Lubo, can we open? Like, you work so good. You are so good. Like, let's open the agency. And I, at the beginning, especially when I was just like 19, 18, 20, I was like, oh, wow. I was like, mama, like, there's the guy. He's like from America. He's offering me to open the agency. Like, I was so much excited about that. And then when I was saying that, but we're not going to do this, right? We will meet people, we will introduce people, right? And he was saying, oh, I don't know, you tell me, like, I just want to make money. And then at least I was saying that you need to, like, do this, and this. Like, I already have like, for the 5th client who offered me that, I already have a business plan, and now I didn't even talk. I said, like, okay, read it. And they was thinking, oh, I need to invest something. And I was like, you want to make like thousands and billions of dollars and like, but it's impossible. And when I was telling him, because even at university, I have a business plan, like because my education is economist and like in production. So we write a business plan, and my business plan back then in 19 years, it was when I was 20, it was the marriage agency, dating agency, and teacher was like looking at me like I'm from the space. But anyway, I was writing down, so I knew all the numbers that you will get if you work legit, if you work just properly, finding girls, do this and that, introducing to the guys, advertise to find clients, do the proper matchmaking. And when the guys understood that it's not going to bring them what they think it is bringing, and like they was like, oh, okay. And so when Striker started, you was probably the only one from all of them for the first, I don't know, maybe even year. We didn't discuss money at all. I was absolutely passionate about that, and I was like just ready to just give the information because you give me this opportunity. Finally, somebody let me open my mouth and tell what I want and I think, and not like blaming me for saying the truth to the guy. You was doing that because you also kind of like you was figuring it out, and you also decided that like there's nobody actually who is telling how it is. Everybody put this this flashy stuff around, and the guy sitting there and thinking, oh, I should go, I should do, oh, these girls in a skirts, oh, like 100 letters. So this is like real our different, that for the first year we didn't even think about that as a like our actual project that we wanted to do was completely different, not even like with the dating. And this has just happened like somehow. We didn't discuss money at all. We was not care about like will it make money or no. We was just doing the videos. It was difficult to put me on the channel because I was kind of like scared that is it really possible to say what I think, like is it really true? But about the billions of dollars, like it's not if you want to do it legit. It's not if you're really helping the guys. And unfortunately, what I see, there's many famous agencies that not just like the big ones with the events or something, but even the guy who was in Odessa, honestly, don't remember, I would not say anyway, but I don't remember his website, but he was from Australia. And I was there like at the interview to work, and I remember how he wanted to start it as a legit agency, but then he understood that he will not make any money on that, and so he turned into one of the biggest scam, even though he's Westerner. And of course the guys would trust him like by him saying that oh, come to my agency. It's a shame. Of course people are greedy, people want to get more money, but
Well, I think some people are attracted to things like the billion-dollar industry, because there's a lot of money that's in there. But even like Luba's right, actually, I never even really sort of spent time thinking about this. But when I started my channel, I didn't the channel I was eligible for it to be monetized, but that was for a different reason. That was because I thought I could hide it in different countries. But I never ran ads on the channel. And then when I started Ukraine Fusion, which was a forum, I had so many offers from agencies saying, can you put my banner at the top and you can get like 10%? And I declined all of them. I even had members in Ukraine Fusion that said, do you want to go into business together? Do you want to, start some? And I said no to all of them. And it was actually, you were actually the one that said, if I do something in Ukraine, you will want to do something with it. But it wasn't about dating. Like, I have several different businesses around the world.
No, I ask you, because
you don't remember it, but I've told you this many times before, and you're like, I don't remember saying that.
I remember that I was just wanting to getting out of this industry.
You were saying, and you said, if you do any business in Ukraine, can I come with you and do it? This was like a long time ago.
I think it was
2019.
New Zealand. I was
it was something anyway, and then I went back to New Zealand, and then my channel kept on going. I suppose wasn't monetized, didn't make any money.
But then you invited me for the channel. I was not the one.
And then I said, why don't you come on the channel? And then that's how it came to be. But even now, like, if you look at some of the old videos, I did monetize some of the old videos. But all the new videos that come up, we don't run ads on them. We don't have affiliate links for you to go to Ukraine agency, whatever. We don't do any of that stuff. So we've kept our integrity for that most part. In fact, we don't even earn really. I don't think I've only once ever taken $100, I think, out from the channel. But we don't run ads on it.
We don't buy subscribers. We don't need this hype and thousands. Because we find it ridiculous that the person can have 30,000 subscribers or 100,000.
No, there's one channel out there. Let me say this, okay?
Careful.
There's one channel out there. He's got close to 50,000.
And 300 views.
But 300 views.
In a week.
And this is the thing. Any of you guys starting a YouTube channel, I've worked online for a long time. This is what happens, right? You've got 50,000 subscribers. They're all fake, except for maybe 1,500. And then only about 300 watch the video. YouTube has a very sophisticated algorithm that says 50,000 subscribers, 300 are watching it. We're not going to suggest this to anyone. And that's what's happening with these channels. The
only real channel there is Hard Rocket on the Go. Look how many videos, and it's only 181 subscribers. So guys, please subscribe.
Subscribe to Hard Rocket on the Go. Link down below. Anyway, we've talked too much about the $3 billion. No, hang on. Since we've been talking, it's gone to $7 billion. $7.5 billion industry. And if you want to get in on this, send us an email down below. We'll set up a new...
Striker is opening the investment.
We're looking for investors right now to have a letter writing.
Guys, be honest to yourself. And I know that a lot of people do like gambling, but feelings and money that you spend on there, it's not gambling. It shouldn't be. If you want to gamble, go to Las Vegas and have a great weekend there. Come back, subscribe to Hard Rocket, and we will find you your match. And you don't have to spend $7.5 billion on that. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you in the next one.